Well, Mr. Ranger Dog, we are live. We are live. It's time to have some coffee. Coffee. Gotta put some creamer in that sucker. Put some creamer in that. Oh yeah. Coffee goodness. Oh yeah. Little coffee goodness this morning. Hey, good morning, Gomez. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. I'm just having me some coffee. I have a little bit of a headache this morning, and I don't know why. Well, actually, I went to bed last night with a headache, and then I woke up this morning a little bit of a headache. So, thank you, everybody that's joining me this morning for a cup of coffee. Good stuff. So yeah, had my last cup of coffee at 6:50 in the evening. Wow. It's very rare for me to drink coffee after morning time. Very rare. Very rare to have me drink coffee in the evening as well. So yep, the cold is on its way. The snow, it's on its way. Last night, it was so windy. It was windy once again. And it finally died down probably about 3 o'clock this morning. I've had 5-day headaches, that's why. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think what I did yesterday was when I went and played disc golf after I took Ranger Dog to the vet. After I took Mr. Ranger Dog to the vet, I went and played some disc golf, and it was really windy. So some of the discs, I was really putting some muscle in it. I was really throwing them really far. And I think that's what it did. Is I just kind of pulled something right here in my neck, maybe a little bit, because that's where I can feel a little bit of aches and stuff right now. But then it kind of comes up here. That's where my headache is, right through here. So I am sure that's what the dealio is. Top of my head to my tail. Oh, I'm sorry, Gomez. I am sorry. So yeah, Mr. Ranger Dog got his medicine yesterday. He got his blood work and all that groovy jazz. He's all happy-dappy this morning, hanging out, but I do need to turn down the heat. It's warm in here. I kicked it up earlier when I woke up. Because when I sleep, I keep it about 60 in here. Oh, well, I'm sure that has to do a lot. Yesterday when I went and played, I put my my beanie on, my stocking cap, to keep the wind from getting my ears cold, but I'm sure a lot of that has to do with it. Oh, they just took the blood work, they sent it off to the lab just to make sure the carprofen, the pills that he's on, is not hurting his liver or anything like that. And so I should know in about 4 or 5 days. Next week I'll know. Next Monday or Tuesday I will know. So fingers crossed, everything should come out okay. And I got his pills renewed, so he's super happy about that, and I'm super happy about that. Oh, make the Ranger. Yeah. So yeah, we had a good time yesterday, Mr. Ranger Dog and I. We left work at 1. My boss let me work through my lunch break, so I didn't take lunch yesterday. I worked until 1, and then I took Mr. Ranger Dog to the vet. We got done at the vet about 3 o'clock, 3:15. head back. We came back into Oklahoma City and played some disc golf. Brother West, good morning. I'm glad you joined me for a cup of coffee. Grab yourself a coffee, get some coffee, wake up. Some of that wake up goodness, because I'm waking up with some goodness. Wakey, wakey. So yeah, we have snow coming. It's supposed to snow. It's supposed to be a high of around 20, between 17 and 20 degrees today. So I threw some, hey Mr. Ranger, I threw some blankets in the car. So Mr. Ranger, stay nice and warm. Stay nice and warm. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, and when I play disc golf, I should stretch before I play, but I'm kind of like one of those dry fire type of guys. You know, I just start and play. I don't know why. I've always been like that. I've never really been about stretching the old arm out, you know, and getting your muscle memory, all that jazz. I just kind of just go. Oh, it's all right. Typing can be a bummer sometimes. So I myself, and like a lot of people out there, I use voice to text. Voice to text. It just makes it a lot easier, especially when I'm driving and listening to other people's live streams. So I found out yesterday that where I work at, the parts company or the parts warehouse, we're getting ready to take inventory. So I guess that is like a total nut craziness, all kinds of stuff. That means I might be working some days, not tonight, but starting next Wednesday, I might be working 6 to 7 days a week, just to get the inventory done. I'll find out more about it as it comes along, and I guess sometimes we might be working until 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and a very rarity 10 o'clock at night. So there's going to be a bunch of overtime. Yeah. So I'm going to be having some overtime. Yours truly is going to be super tired, but you know, that's going to be extra money in the pocket. I can make sure my bills are all paid and whatnot, and I can maybe purchase, you know, some extracurricular groovy stuff. Like I like to get a tripod, you know, a tripod for my phone here, for my camera, because it's not a phone now, it's a camera. It's just a straight up camera, straight up mini computer basically. Yeah, very tired, Gomez. I'll be very tired, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I'm just blessed to have a job that I like to go to. Give me put a little bit more coffee in here. Keep it nice and warm. Keep it nice and warm. I technically go through about 2 cups of coffee a day. I just use 1 bottled water when I make my coffee, so I basically got 2 cups of coffee. Oh, Wes is the best. Wes is the best. Yeah, Wes got his coffee. Nice. Excuse me. Cheers, Wes. Cheers to some wake up goodness. Oh, breakfast, boy. I love breakfast. I usually only eat breakfast at my mom's. We make breakfast together every Saturday and Sunday morning. Saturdays we usually have biscuits and gravy, and then Sundays is usually scrambled eggs and bacon and toast. It's just what we've been doing for a long time now. And if I eat breakfast before I go to work, I get really sluggish. I get really tired. The day kind of drags on, especially until noon. So I usually don't eat breakfast on my work days. I'll have lunch, and then that's it, because I don't like going to work and getting sluggish. I hate that sluggish feeling. My biscuits are Southern and cray, huh? Oh, good morning, Mark. Good morning. Hope you got yourself a cup of coffee with some very kind, kind talk, Yeah, yeah. Cheers, Brother Mark. Cheers, Brother Wes. Cheers, Gomez Adams. So, I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, Brother Mark, but we're expecting snow to come in today. You're at work? I'll be going to work shortly myself. I'll be leaving here at about 7 a.m., 10 to 7. Oh, guess what? I forgot to mention this yesterday. So, when I was heading to work, when I leave here, I got about a 15-mile drive to the interstate from the boondocks. I literally live in the boondocks. I live way out in the country. That's where I keep the bus. And as I was driving into town, or into the interstate, I-40, I was maybe doing 60 and a 45, and a sheriff was coming this way. I didn't see him, but as soon as he got up on me, he hits his lights just to slow me down. I was waiting for him to turn around and come back and pull me over, but he didn't. He just kept on trucking. Guess he was heading home for this evening, but that's really cool that he just hit his lights, to slow me down, because yours truly, and I'm not one to really speed or break, the law on driving, but for some reason, I was driving a little fast yesterday. I think that's what it was. I was listening to some groovy tunes, and the coffee got me all excited to go to work and whatnot. Oh, I flipped, man. I flipped. I was like, I hit the brakes. Normally, you don't supposed to hit the brakes like that when a cop does stuff like that. I hit the brakes. But see, he's seen me before driving to and from the work, because he'll park places and kind of catch speeders. And like I say, I'm not kind of like the one who usually speeds and whatnot. So he's seen me driving back and forth. So maybe he just figured I'd cut that guy a break or something. I don't know. So, yours truly, I really don't want no tickets, Oh, man, that coffee is so good this morning. I need to catch up on some videos. I didn't get to see your live stream last night, Brother Mark. Myself, I had a massive, massive headache when I got back to the bus yesterday. It slowly built up, and about 7:30, 8 o'clock is when I was going down for the count. I made the bed, laid down in the bed, and I was out. And so I missed your live stream. I haven't got to watch any videos yet this morning. I will be listening to some videos when I get to work. I always like to listen to the videos and whatnot, especially Dave Hughes. He's a great, I can understand why he used to be on radio. He's a great voice to listen to in the mornings. I know a lot of people might not agree with his commentary or his criticism, but he's a great critic. He's a great YouTube critic. Dave is a hot mess express. Love him. Yeah, he's a cool cat, man. I was talking to a friend that comes from the Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland area, just all that neck of the woods, and he can remember Dave Hughes being on some talk shows back in the day, some radio shows and whatnot. And so yeah, here's to Mr. Dave Hughes and all of his funness on YouTube. Cheers, Mr. Dave Hughes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like that, but I always like to, when I hear anything that says any to do with any Dave in the world, first thing that pops up in my head is Dave's not here, man. Speaking of Cheech and Chong, yesterday at work, it was like a Cheech and Chong movie quote morning and stuff like that. So that was weird. It was just all of a sudden like a bunch of my coworkers and all of us, every time we'd walk by, it would be like, we'd throw something from Cheech and Chong up, like I really can't use no cuss words. I could, but I don't want to. But we would quote quite a bit of the movie, especially the part when Tommy Chong's dad is screaming at him about, you get a job before sundown or we're shipping you off to military school with the gosh darn Finkelstein stuff, kid. Ranger's like, what do you say? Oh, Mr. Ranger. I think I tossed and turned a little bit last night because Ranger seems a little more sleepier than usual. Because he'll sleep down here on this side of the bed by my feet. And I think I was doing some tossing and turning. I'm going to see what y'all been saying here. Blaze. It's just us. It's just us, Gomez. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, Dave Hughes is pretty cool. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'll take the money. Oh yeah, that comes from, if I remember, Nice Dreams. That's Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams when they go when Pee Wee Herman, Paul Hogan, not Paul Hogan. That's Crocodile Dundee, man. Man, it's still early. I need more coffee. Anyways, yeah, that's a great scene. I took the money. They're in that crazy. I can't remember that whose house they used that. I used to have all the DVDs and I would watch the commentary. But that's a great scene when they Casa de la Wacko. I guess that's what the sign says when they sneak in. Paul Reubens, yes, thank you, Wes. My mind's still not clicking, going quick yet. Like I said, I'm having my coffee, waking up. I'm gonna heat up my coffee here. I need some more coffee. Yes. Paul Reubens, what a great actor. A lot people from in my generation. I'm 41. Of course, I'm an 80s kid, total 80s kid. Grew up through the 80s as a kid, so I remember watching like Paul Reubens, aka Pee Wee Herman, in movies like Cheech and Chong on HBO, and like on a Friday night with my parents. It'd be on TV. Cheech and Chong, you'd see Pee Wee Herman, and then the next day Pee Wee's Playhouse would be on. You'd be like, it never phased you. You just went right into the Pee Wee character, being that age. It was just like Pee Wee Herman. So, but yeah, it was an interesting memory for me to see him on those movies, and then to go right to Pee Wee's Playhouse on that Saturday morning. Good morning, funeral host. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Welcome aboard the old VW bus. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy. In your neck of the woods, hope you're staying warm, dry, and safe. Coffee. I need a little bit more creamer in my coffee. Need a little more creamer in the coffee. Yeah, I turn it over some ambiance while I'm putting my creamer in, because I got to stand up and mix that. I figured you guys get enough crotch shots as it is from old Mr. Dave Hughes and his infamous crotch shots, so you don't need no crotch shots coming from the Westphalia Chronicles. I'm just being silly. That's big, Mark. Oh, getting more coffee. All right, I have a 24-ounce cup of coffee. Well, this is my last cup. I've topped it off, and so I'll drink that, and that will be the end of my coffee. Oh yeah. When I was on the 2G shenanigans, all those days of 2G no funness, there was a couple days I did not make coffee. I was like, I don't want to drink coffee yet, so I'd wait until I passed by the Flying J. It's a truck stop I always used to stay at, and I will be staying at again soon. But I'd stop there and get some coffee. But their coffee is super strong, because it's truck stop coffee, and they make those, that coffee for them truckers, so it really gets you going. On Monday, I thought, I was sweating. I was literally like, I'd pull my hat off. I was like, geez, that was just too much caffeine in that coffee. I didn't like it. Oh, Mr. Funeral Host. $6.19 in my neck of the woods. So yeah, when I got done playing disc golf yesterday, I got myself a cheese pizza from. I've been on this Little Caesars kick. I haven't had Little Caesars in years, up until this past weekend, this past Sunday, when I got a Little Caesars pan pizza $5 lunch special. Well, they shut that special down at 2 o'clock, so after that you just get like the $5.99 one topping large pizza, and that's what I got last night. I was just so hungry after I got done playing disc golf for a pizza, so that's what I did. Because my plan was to have pizza or to come back to the bus to eat and watch, videos and whatnot, edit and watch videos, but my headache just was not letting me do that. Pizza. Yeah. I've been on this pizza. Like I said, I used to work at Little Caesars way back in the day, back when I was 22, 23 years old. I worked at Little Caesars and I enjoyed it. One of the head bosses at that Little Caesars that I used to work at was a good friend of mine. I haven't seen him in years though, but he was a good friend of mine, and he was in desperate need of help, and he knew I was a really good worker, and he's like, well, I just need some evening help. I'll hire you part-time and all that jazz. And so I used to work at Little Caesars part-time back in the day. Overboard and Crazy Bread. Oh man, see, I haven't got the Crazy Bread or the sauce in years. I just got the pizzas. Oh, that wind just kicked up. Here's the wind. The wind's back. The wind's supposed to be really bad today, like up in the 50s and 60-mile-an-hour range. But yeah, check this out, folks. It just kicked in hard. Last night it was really windy, and then it died down about 3 o'clock. But this wind that's going on now, it's coming from the north, and it's supposed to bring in the snow. All right, Brother Mark, thanks for hanging out, my friend. I always enjoy it when you pop in to say hi. I really do. You're a good buddy. You're a good friend. I look forward to the day I come to Nashville, Tennessee, hang out with Brother Mark and all his groovy friends and family. I like to meet all my friends, my YouTube friends, eventually someday. Yes, Brother Mark, have an awesome day. Well, that wind sure kicked in. But yeah, the wind's going to be bringing the snow in sometime today. It's already snowing and blowing like crazy, I guess, in the north of Oklahoma. It'll be hitting Ponca before it hits here. And so that means by when I get off work tonight, it's going to be probably some snow on the ground. So Ranger Dog and I got to be extra careful coming home. There's been a lot of accidents with this crazy weather. I guess people don't take into account that when it's wet or icy out, they need to drive a little different. Oh, coffee is so good. So, yeah, it is Wednesday. I have to work or Thursday. It's now Wednesday. You know what today is, by the way? Holy schmolies, I almost forgot. It's another good day. I mean, it's Thursday. That means it's my payday. My payday. I get some money in the pocket, in the old pocket. So, yep, it's payday. I get paid every Thursday through the temp agency. Once I get hired on through the company that I'm working for permanently, it'd be every 2 weeks. But right now I get paid every Friday or every Thursday, which I like getting paid every week. You know, because you can budget. I mean, I could budget my money for every 2 weeks, but every week is really easy because you know what you need to put into the bills. You know what you need to put in your food. You know what you need to put in your extracurricular activities and all that jazz. So, but yeah, I get paid today. I'm gonna go buy some groceries. I need to get some stuff. Yep, budget, being frugal. Being frugal is always really good to do. Being frugal with food, being frugal. So it's a great habit to get into. Oh man, that wind is strong. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, that kicked in within the past 10 minutes of us just chit-chatting. I mean, it was just as silent as it could be. Wabbit was here. Wabbit. Waka Waka Waka. Waka 07 was a big music festival in Lawrence, Kansas. Yep. Look, it's really moving the bus now. I'll bring my topper down, of course, before I leave, because I don't want nothing to happen to the old topper. Wow. So, I wonder what's going on in the old YouTube this morning. The old YouTube. Duct tape boots. Mark calls Frugal Cheap, and he likes being... Yes, bro. We had that talk the other day, Mr. Mark and I, when Mr. Mark and I we have chats. We chat a lot, Mr. Mark and I. Mr. Mark Fun Jones. We have private chats, you know. We'll do that YouTube or that Facebook private messenger chit chat. And I was telling my dilemma, you know, it's like I was debating on spending the $60 to get the 4G because that means the $40 I already spent would have been nilch after that. And I was like, my only dilemma is I'm a cheapskate. You know, that's it. But what it boils down to is being connected to your friends, you know. You got to put others into consideration a little bit, you know, especially after a few comments that a lot of folks were missing me around the live stream community. So I will make sure all my bills was paid, and that's what I did. I went ahead and, boy, you could feel that cold air coming in. Wow. You should see, look at this, folks. Look at my car moving around, because this is how bad it is. Look at it swaying. Feel the cold air creeping in too, because like I said, this wind just flipped from the north. It was coming out of the south for the past 2-3 days, and all of a sudden this wind that we're getting now flipped from the north, and I can feel the cold air creeping in. So I'm gonna give you guys some ambiance here. I'm gonna bring the topper down because it's cold. It's getting cold in here. It's getting cold in here. Plus, let me keep an eye on the time here. 26 after. All right, 26 after the time. 26 after the time. 26 after the time. So yeah, let me get all this situated because it's getting cold. It's getting cold. It's getting cold in here. Man, that wind is just getting stronger and stronger. Amazing. Amazing, man. Sorry, I have to open the door to release pressure in the bus because these old VWs are so well sealed. You can take an old VW bug, and literally drive it into the water, and it will float for a good hour before it starts sinking. Yeah, strap it all down so we're not losing diddly squat while I'm at work. Bright light. Bright light. All right. Batten down the hatches, as they say, right? Batten down the hatches. Woo, doggy. All right, much better. I feel better now. Yeah, I had to batten down the hatch. That wind kicked on. It wasn't so much the wind was worrying me, it was that cold air. You could feel the cold air just coming in. Even though I've scotch guarded my vinyl many times in this bus, you could still feel every cold particle coming in for every nook and cranny. Yes, yeah. Oh yeah? Oh, you're talking about the weather? Oh yeah. I think on the East Coast and all that, it will come in a little later. This is all just blasting down from Canada. Oh yeah, I was talking about, well, let's see what's on the old YouTube for today. I'll put my coffee back up here. Let's see what's going on the old YouTube. When I get up in the mornings, what I'll do is, I'm not really a news person watcher, but I'll watch a certain Oklahoma news channel. And I know it sounds silly because I know my mom's watching that channel, so I kind of vicariously is watching news with my mom. Hey, Catfish! Good morning, brother! Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Thanks for hanging out, man. Welcome aboard the old VW bus. Man, I've been needing to talk to you, Mr. Catfish. A good friend of mine, I don't know if you're into like spooky movies or horror flicks. A good friend of mine, he was in a movie way back in the 80s called Friday the 13th. He happened to play the first Jason Voorhees. Anywho, he's going to be in Kansas City in a month or a couple months or so. I'll find out. And he's invited me up to Kansas City, Kansy Wansies, to check out his band. It's called First Jason. So you're more than welcome to tag along if you like, brother man, because I'll be coming right through Salina and Winfield, Kansas, and all that, and all that. Like I said, he's a cool cat. His name's Ari Lehman. He played the very first Jason Voorhees, and I've already checked out his band First Jason before, but I'm gonna go check it out when he comes, because that's to be closest he's gonna get to Oklahoma and for a while, I guess. So I've been needing to go up to Chicago and hang out with him and Eddie Machete and the rest of them cats up there, because they've invited me numerous times, you know. And when I do Route 66 and come from Chicago back to Los Angeles, I am gonna hang out with Eddie Machete and Conroy Padilla and Ari Lehman and all them cats. First Jason, cool. Yes, check them out, man. They're a little on the heavy side, because you got to think, you know, it's Jason Voorhees, you know, rock and roll. I mean, but really good stuff. A lot of the songs kind of talk about camp, you know, Crystal Lake and whatnot. So, and Ari Lehman's main thing, he plays like it's like an electronic keyboard, but you hold like a guitar, and the neck of it is made to look like a machete. Yeah, I figured you'd dig that, Catfish. I figured that first thing I thought of was, well, Kansy Wansies. I bet Catfish would like to do that. But yeah, I was gonna see what was on the old YouTube, this morning before I say my goodbyes. I've been digging this, checking out YouTube with different, you know, other YouTubers like to check out YouTube while they're, you know, on their vlogs. So I haven't really got to see much. Oh, looks like Jordan the Lion. He's checking out Bella Lugosi's last apartment. Well, heck yeah. Oh, yeah, Yuna. Oh, she's checking out tamales. Cool. At El Marsado. That's cool. Heck yeah. It's old Yuna and her journeys. And you guys can go check out Yuna's and her journeys.
Alright, so the water's boiling.
So these are all videos I'm going to be checking out today at work. Because like I said, I haven't got to see what was going on YouTube yet. Oh, the old YouTube. Very cool. I seen K-Dog was live for like 5 hours last night. Oh, we always got brother Mark Fun Jones. Oh, we gotta watch the old commercials.
Howdy, y'all.
It's old brother Mark.
Bass Smith here with Small Words. This is my cousin Catfish Jones.
Catfish
He did
Jones.
me a really good favor. He
Always
told
give him
me
a thumbs
he had
up.
Constant sorrow, so we could collaborate together a little. Now that's a big word.
Very cool, brother Mark. Like I said, I'm gonna go through and check out everybody's videos today, and that's when I catch up. Is I'll listen to it at work. In the past week, since I've had 2G, when I play people's videos, it would like do the little circle thing, play for like half a minute, do the circle thing, play another half a minute. So it was a bummer. It was a total bummer. It was a bummer. Heck yeah, brother Mark. Yeah, so that's when I catch up on most of my videos. And on the norm, during my upload, when I'm uploading my daily vlog, I'll go through and watch some videos too. Because I have found it that if you have like your Instagram shut off, if you have your Facebook shut off, your Twitter account shut off, and you're uploading your video through YouTube, if you're watching other videos, you know, or just listening to music through YouTube, to me it seems like it uploads quicker. Even with 2G, it seemed like it was going through quicker. I don't know if it's because it was just the same data stream or what. Is that boo-boos? Oh. So yeah, that's my YouTube watching norm, because like I said, when I get up in the mornings, I kind of wake up listening to or watching a local news channel on my phone, because like I said, my mom's she's watching the same channel, so I'm vicariously watching it with my mom. I know I'm a weird cat. YouTube tips with Brad. Thank you, brother Catfish. It's just what I've found out. I noticed that this past summer when I was living at the Good Karma Garage. It seemed like it would go quicker. But I had to shut off my Facebook, you know, my Twitter and all that jazz. Speaking of Twitter, holy schmolies, folks! I don't know if you guys are into Twitter. I post a little bit to Twitter or not Twitter, but Instagram. Sorry, I do have Twitter and Instagram. But Adam the Woo is back on Instagram. So I don't know if you guys are Instagram folks. You guys should go check out Instagram and Adam the Woo and all his adventures on Instagram. Okay, I'm moving up, Mr. Ranger. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Get it out. He was all pushing me out of the way. Then he's like, bleh. You're right. Oh, Mr. Ranger, I'll scratch that Ranger butt. Oh, scratch that. Oh, that feels so good. All right. Do I need a move? Do I need a move, Mr. Ranger? He's kind of moving me around a little bit. You got no I have a Twitter, and I everything I post from Instagram or any video from Instagram goes right on Twitter. Or if anything from it, I have found that if I use any hashtags like the van life, I have a lot of van life followers on my Twitter account. So it's amazing how different social medias work, you know. But anything I do goes up onto my Twitter account. And I don't use Instagram as much as I normally, because I just don't. You can't, but I can't. I be Sister Gomez. Sister Gomez. Violets. Oh, what is it, boo-boos? Oh, I love you too. He's all licking my hand. Oh, you want some belly rubs? Here's some belly rubs. I give Mr. Ranger some belly rubs. Oh. Gotta keep an eye on the time here. Keeping an eye. Oh, 38 after. I will say my goodbyes at 45 after, because that means I gotta start the old Jetta, and I'll be leaving here at 7, because I pick up my friend James on the way to work every day. He's a real nice guy, a good friend. He's become a really good friend, a fellow Woovian, big Adam the Woo fan. My friend Misty, she also works with me and follows me here on YouTube, another big Adam the Woo fan. So it's really cool to meet fellow Woovians at work. It really is. It brings more of a common bond. My friend Misty, she is going to be going to a new job with the FAA. She's going to be working with air traffic controllers. So that's really groovy, but she's into drones, and she's invited me along sometime to go check out. I've never seen a drone in action. I've always wanted one, but I've never seen one in action, so I'm excited to go check out a drone. Yes, Brother Mark, woo, we shall. Just woo on. So, I'm excited to check out. Oh, got it down. I'm excited to check out the drones and all that jazz, but my good friends there at work, it's becoming a really good place. It's always been a good place, but it's just, I'm getting to know more and more of my co-workers, and it's just a really good working atmosphere. I like it a lot, and I'm excited that I'm going to have some super duper overtime. I was talking about that earlier. I'm going to be working maybe 6, 7 days a week coming up for inventory and putting some hours in, so I'm excited about that. Heck yeah, that's what it's about. Inspiration, Brother Catfish. inspiration is a very important thing to shed and put out there in the world, because it grows just like being kind. You know, it grows and it rolls over. It's just like the butterfly effect, but with all kinds of goodness. So yeah, being inspirational or getting inspired by other people is a very, very good thing. I remember when I first got into the YouTube thing, I had a lot of flack from other YouTubers that are no longer YouTubers, and well, except for one, but I'm not going to mention his name, that you know, you act too much like Adam the Woo. It's like, how in the heck do I act like Adam the Woo? You know, I just try to act like myself. And what it turned out to be is because I came from that group of people who follow Adam the Woo and has been inspired by that guy. So, and then we've all, of course, come across some people who are very, you know, I guess I can say they're jealous of us Woovians that have got out there and just been all groovy and whatnot. And other people can't be groovy, so they get jealous, and they're like, I just be mean, and they call them trolls. So, you know, very interesting world out there. Very interesting world. What's up, Mr. Ranger? Yeah, we'll be leaving. I gotta keep an eye on the time. 41 after. Cool. That's why I like to start this at 6, because the time up here is running. It tells me basically what time it is, but I always look. I'll pull down my time to see what it is. Yep, and I'm just me, man. I'm just me. And that's what it turned out to be, you know. I will say little things, you know, like goodness, or, you know, a plethora, you know, just little things, just an homage to, you know, your inspiration. And that's what it's about. You know, a lot of filmmakers out there in Hollywood do that. They'll put stuff in their movies just to an homage or a hats off to who inspired them. And it's amazing, you know, it really is. It really is. I like this little world of YouTube. Shout out. Yeah, shout outs are cool. I didn't realize, you know, how shout outs can be, you know, utilized in many different ways. You know, people give bad shout outs, you know, like I've had a person do a whole freaking video on basically about bad shout out about me, and I can understand that's a bad shout out, but then you can use it in a good way and really do some good, you know. And when you make somebody else feel good in their hearts, you know, that just rolls on over to the next person. The Woo Ross in the background. 43. I got 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes to say my goodbyes. So I'm gonna say my goodbyes. You know, I gotta head to work shortly. Driving to work. It's a 30-minute drive to James's and another 10-15-minute drive to work from where my friend James lives. So alrighty, folks. You know, you can always stay tuned for my daily Type 2 vlog. You know, Type 2 means my bus. My bus is technically a Type 2 transporter, so that's why I named my vlog a Type 2 vlog. It has nothing to do with diabetes or anything else like that. It's just all about my VW bus and the life around it. So always stay tuned for a Type 2 vlog that comes out every evening. It's just an edited vlog of my day, and every once in a while I'll have some live shenanigans like I did last night from Route 66. So, but every morning, you know, you can tune in at 6 a.m. You know, here in my neck of the woods, which is, you know, Central Time, or 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, and then it'll be 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I don't know how that works. Maybe Standard Time is what I'm on. I don't know. All I know, it's always 6 a.m. here in my neck of the woods, and 4 a.m. on the West Coast, and 7 a.m. on the East Coast. So I just try to figure the rest out. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for coming along. I really do appreciate it. You guys have a most excellent Thursday. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. Stay groovy. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Be totally grateful for every single moment of the day, because you never know when those moments will change. I love you guys. Peace. Love. And always always, Volkswagen grease.